Let's talk about some special circumstances using an AED. Obviously, we were talking about using an AED on an adult, which is the most likely case. However, what if you had a child? Children for an AED purpose is under 8 years, about 55 pounds, 1 to 8. Now the difference here, as we said with an adult, once the AED arrived, we stop CPR and we use the AED immediately. With children, we will do 2 full minutes of care, 5 sets of CPR, and then apply the defibrillator if needed at that point in time. So, children, 2 full minutes, adults, immediately as soon as it arrives. Some locations may have what we call pediatric electrodes. Those are electrodes made for children. They'll be pretty obvious. They'll have a child on it. They'll say not for adult use. And if you have those available, you're going to want to use those on your pediatrics versus using the adults. If you don't have pediatrics, go ahead and use the adult pads only. You heard the machine tell you to remove clothing from victim's chest. Well, each of the units should have some sort of rescue kit, carry kit with it like this. Inside this kit is actually a pocket mask for doing rescue breathing that we demonstrated earlier for you. And it also has a pair of scissors to cut clothing off. Easy enough. What if you pull the clothing off and the gentleman has a hairy chest? Well, the hairy chest, the pads aren't going to stick on the hairy chest. So what you'll need is a razor. There's a safety razor inside. Raise it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be super clean. Just get the bulk of the hair off and then put the sticky pads on there. Also inside of our little rescue kit is something to clean up with, and also a set of gloves for you as well. So hairy chest, use the razor. Remove clothing with the scissors. Water and electricity don't mix too well. You're going to want to dry them off completely or move them out of a puddle of water. Wet grass, wet concrete, snow, it's okay. We're talking about sitting in a puddle of water or water on the chest. Remove that. Same goes for metal surfaces. If they're on a loading dock of some sort, metal on the ground, slide them off the metal and then go ahead and use the AED. Some of your victims may have an internal planted pacemaker, and you'll notice it by a lump underneath the skin sticking up. Just don't apply the electrodes over that internal device. It shouldn't pose a problem because we're over here and we're over here anyway, and most pacemakers are on this side here at this point. You take the victim's shirt off and he has a medication patch. Some people wear nitroglycerin. You're going to want to remove that patch, take his shirt, clean it up, dry it off, and go ahead and apply the electrodes. Again, AED use is simple. 4 steps. Power on, connect electrodes, analyze, shock if needed. It's that simple, and believe me, you can save some lives with some defibrillators.